Picture this. You wake up one morning, open the news, and see the headline, "First Humans Land on Mars." Sounds like science fiction, perhaps, but if we believe the plans of Elon Musk and his SpaceX team, this day might come much sooner than we think. In 2016, at the International Astronautical Congress in Guadalajara, Elon Musk first unveiled to the world his concept of an interplanetary transport system. Back then, the project was called ITS Interplanetary Transport System, but later received a catchier name, Starship. This isn't just another rocket. Starship represents a fully reusable system consisting of two parts: the Super Heavy booster and the Starship spacecraft itself. The entire construction stands 121 meters tall. That's taller than the Statue of Liberty. What makes Starship so special? Let's start with numbers that boggle the mind. The spacecraft can deliver up to 150 tons of payload to low Earth orbit. That's 4 times more than the Space Shuttle could manage. For comparison, an average car weighs about 1.5 tons, meaning Starship could lift 100 cars into space simultaneously. The Super Heavy booster is equipped with 33 Raptor engines, powerful units running on methane and liquid oxygen. This is a revolutionary solution. Methane can be produced directly on Mars from the local atmosphere and water ice, making return trips from the red planet possible. But the most impressive feature is the landing system. Instead of traditional parachutes or disposable landing modules, Starship lands vertically using its engines. This allows for precise landings at predetermined locations and enables a same spacecraft to be used multiple times. Starship's development hasn't been without dramatic moments. Early prototypes exploded during fuel tank tests, crashed during landing attempts, but each failure brought the team closer to success. In April 2021, prototype SM-15 successfully flew to a height of 10 kilometers and landed softly for the first time. This became a turning point in the project's history. April 2023 marked the first integrated test flight, IFT-1, when Super Heavy and Starship flew together for the first time. Although the flight ended in an explosion after 4 minutes, it demonstrated that the system works. Subsequent tests, IFT-2, IFT-3, and IFT-4 showed constant progress, improved flight control, stage separation procedures, and heat shield performance. According to SpaceX plans, the first uncrewed Starship missions to Mars should take place as early as 2026, when Earth and Mars orbits align in the most favorable configuration. Such launch windows open every 26 months, when the planets approach their minimum distance. The first uncrewed ships will perform several critically important tasks. They will test the possibility of safe landing on the Martian surface, deploy necessary infrastructure, and begin fuel production for the return journey. Yes, you heard that right. Fuel will be made directly on Mars. ISRU installations, in situ resource utilization, will extract carbon dioxide from the Martian atmosphere and water from underground ice, converting them into methane and oxygen using the Sabotier process. This is revolutionary technology that makes long-term missions and Mars colonization possible. If uncrewed missions succeed, the first crewed expedition could depart from Mars in 2028 or 2030. A crew of 4 to 6 astronauts will spend approximately 26 months on the planet, the time needed to wait for the next return window. Imagine this historic moment. After a 7-month journey through space, humans will step foot on another planet for the first time. They will breathe recycled air, drink water extracted from Martian ice, and grow plants in specialized greenhouses. This will mark the beginning of a new era in human history. However, the path to Mars is strewn with serious challenges. Space radiation poses enormous danger to astronaut health during the months-long journey. Unlike Earth, protected by its magnetic field and atmosphere, space is permeated with deadly rays from solar flares and galactic cosmic radiation. Psychological trials cannot be underestimated either. A small group of people will be confined in the limited space of a spacecraft for months, with no possibility of returning home or receiving quick help from Earth. Communication signals between planets take from 4 to 24 minutes one way, depending on their relative positions. The Martian environment is also extremely hostile. Temperatures can drop to -80 degrees Celsius, atmospheric pressure is less than 1% of Earth's, and dust storms can last for months, covering the entire planet. SpaceX is working to solve these problems with the company's characteristic innovation, Systems for artificial gravity through spacecraft rotation are being developed, along with advanced life support systems capable of recycling all waste, and powerful nuclear engines to reduce flight time. Special attention is paid to system autonomy. Spacecraft must be capable of functioning and making critical decisions without constant communication with Earth. Artificial intelligence and machine learning play key roles in creating such self-sufficient systems. Musk has repeatedly stated that SpaceX's goal is to make Mars flights accessible not only to government agencies, but also to private individuals. According to his calculations, a ticket to Mars should cost between $100,000 and $500,000, roughly the price of a house in an average American city. Such radical cost savings are achieved through complete system reusability. Traditional rockets are used only once, like airplanes that are thrown away after each flight. Starship is planned to be used hundreds of times, which dramatically reduces the cost of each launch. SpaceX isn't the only company with Mars conquest ambitions. NASA is developing the Artemis program, which will first return humans to the Moon, then use the lunar base as a stepping stone for Mars flights. China's National Space Administration plans its own crewed mission to the Red Planet by 2033. However, SpaceX has a significant advantage in accumulated reusable flight experience. Falcon 9 rockets have been successfully landing and reusing for many years, giving the team invaluable experience in creating reliable reusable systems. The flight to Mars isn't the end goal, but the first step toward transforming humanity into an interplanetary civilization. Musk envisions a future where 1 million people live and work on Mars, creating a self-sustaining colony that could survive even in case of catastrophe on Earth. The Martian colony will become a testing ground for technologies that will allow us to reach Jupiter's and Saturn's moons. Europa with its subsurface ocean, Titan with its methane lakes, Enceladus with its water vapor geysers. All these worlds await human explorers. Real timeline. When will this happen? So when will humans actually fly to Mars? Based on SpaceX's current progress and company statements, the first uncrewed mission could occur in 2026. If successful, the first astronauts could embark on the journey in 2028 or 2030. Of course, space projects are known for their delays. The Space Shuttle program was delayed by years, the International Space Station took longer to build than planned, and the Moon Return program has been postponed multiple times. However, SpaceX's pace of innovation gives reason for optimism. We stand on the threshold of the greatest adventure in our species' history. The flight to Mars will become an event that divides human history into before and after. Children born in the next decade will grow up in a world where life on two planets becomes reality. Perhaps in 30 to 40 years, interplanetary flights will become as routine as flights between continents are today. Perhaps some of us will live to see the moment when buying a ticket to Mars becomes as simple as purchasing a ticket to another country today. Starship isn't just a rocket, it's the key to a future where the boundaries of human civilization extend far beyond Earth. And this future might arrive very soon. The question isn't whether we'll fly to Mars, but how quickly we'll get there. The countdown to humanity's greatest journey has already begun. Mars is waiting.